everyone, this is Mr. Ege, and today I'm going to demonstrate some of the basic features of the Axiom CNC machine and the Vcarvepro software that goes with it. And you're looking at the design that I'm enabling you to create, okay, in this course, in this particular lesson. And I will call it CNC 101. These are very basics, creating just simple vector lines, vectors actually, and letters, and some finishing at the center. So the design is a logo, TSA logo. I just created a few seconds. It's just that you can see the carving machine, the CNC automated computer numerical control system generates this carving after you design those lines. Okay, and on the right hand side, you see the final result, what it's going to look like when it is finished. Okay, and I'm going to just simply close this because before we get to this result, we have to have the drawings done first. So this is I'm just going to simply close this and maximize this window. And this is the drawing that I suggest you to generate. Okay. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do this. Basically, you are looking at the two ovals or two ellipses and the word Fairfax on the top called curved text and the word TSA. TSA is short for Technology Student Association. TSA, for the ones who doesn't know, okay, the largest student organization in the state of Virginia, Technology Student Association, and it is happening in our class here on Thursdays. We are meeting on Thursday afternoons. We have TSA Robotics Club and TSA Engineering Club and TSA Architectural Club. Okay, so how do we generate this? And I'm going to restart the entire thing, okay? And or or perhaps I might as well erase everything, delete, okay, and start it over. Okay, so all those levels, I'm going to delete those levels one at a time. Okay, because design starts with the drawing lines. Okay. All right, there is one level left, level 5, and I'm going to go back to the design. All right, Vcarvepro is the software dedicated to a particular CNC machine, and it's similar to the AutoCAD, Revit, Inventor, in the sense that you generate designs here the way you like to design it. Of course, the actual design process, creative design process, starts drawing on a piece of paper first, and sketch paper, freehand drawing, and so on. And even that doesn't start until you finish the entire research. You do some research, inspirational research, some fact finding, data finding, research, and something until you come up with some idea in your mind. So that's how the design starts initially. You put it on the paper and so on, and then finally you just simply generate, okay, that design, particular design, after doing brainstorming, that research, part of the research for any kind of design regarding to architecture or engineering or any STEM careers. Okay, starts with brainstorming, and brainstorming is the research, again, name of the research, and drawing process. Most people create 5, 10 different designs and then finally come up with an idea and finally decide on the out of the 10 one particular design gets the chosen. Okay, so how do we do this? um, Initially, when you start the program software called Vcarvepro, and that's on your laptops and also computer desktops as well, when you go Vcarvepro, find it on the applications if it is not on the desktop, and probably it's on my desktop, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find it on your desktop. But if you don't find it, go to the applications, Windows applications, and then just simply type Vcarvepro, or find it in because it's alphabetically ordered. And the dimension Okay, of the wood that I'm going to provide you is 8.5 by 8.5 by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, that's very important. And also, we're going to be only working on the top surface of the particular lumber, and so you're gonna go single-sided. Okay, and enter the numbers in terms of inches here, here, and here. Okay, and the second box will take care of it. And then material surface, you choose the top surface, and the date and position will be low. Usually it's selected as lower left corner. Why? It is important for CNC to know what corner of the part of the lumber is reference point, so that it measures everything from that corner. Okay, that's very important. XYZ 0, 0 point has to be lower left hand corner in this particular design. Please remember that and pay attention and do it right way. Okay, if you mess up this one, everything will not come out right. Um, we can also go to scale the design with the job site. Um, usually with the job size. Okay, I do usually don't click on this one. Okay, I just leave it the way it is because I never needed to. High resolution, high speed is not necessarily so desirable because quality suffers. So I'm going to go to fastest, slower level speed. That's a higher quality. And I choose oak medium, okay, material. And oak medium, there are many options here. This is the closest to the hardness of the poplar that I'm using. The wood I'm going to give you, the poplar, ideal, one of the ideal woods. But I do not have the poplar here on the list for some reason. Okay, and this is for all, so that's why I'm choosing medium oak. And okay, when you click on the OK, computer gives you access to vector lines. Okay, so I'm going to go. I suggest you to go with draw an ellipse. Okay, ellipse usually starts like a circle. You pick up the center point. Okay, and then drag it out like that. Drag to the right, and then up a little bit like this. Okay, but you need two ellipses, so that we're gonna do this again. Move and make it larger and make it go up. Don't press the left mouse button. Here's what I'm doing. I'm selecting with the left mouse button, finding the midpoint, dragging with the left mouse button pressed. When I am selecting the left mouse button pressed, I'm dragging out and let it go. Okay? And then move your cursor and apply with the left mouse button again, create. Okay, now we have two ellipses. Is two ellipses enough? Perhaps not, because we're going to curve the text. We have to, and we're going to write Fairfax, TSA, Fairfax on the top, high school name, and TSA at the bottom. Okay, so we need two arcs. Okay, and the bottom line usually helps me to create those arcs. TSA, for the TSA, I'm going to just pick here and pick here. Okay, and for the click and then click again for the Fairfax, lettering Fairfax. Okay, and click here. Okay, and escape. You need to escape. So let's assume that you want to modify something. Then perhaps you could modify it by just simply clicking on it, and it gives you control over, gives you a control over button points over the line, around the line, and you can move it up if necessary by just simply pressing the square up a little bit higher. Okay, all right, and click on somewhere else. Okay, and now we need the text. The text is going to come out from the left side screen. and click on the draw text. Okay, and it's important for you to choose a particular uh, font, and I'm going to choose Gothic. No, I'm not going to choose Arial Unicorn, Arial Round. Hmm. Let me take a look at the other uh, lettering options here, and there are quite a few options. I'm going to use this extra bold condensed version for the TSA. So I'm going just that's and click on that, okay, and I'm going to just simply type okay here, and it should be center justified, by the way, and I bold is better, perhaps text height is 1.5. If yours is like smaller or larger, just adjust it 1.5, okay, and let's go with the capital cap. Press the cap lock sound because it's becoming a logo. It has to be clearly the T space S space A. I did this on extra space because um, the extra spaces in between, because there are only few words, the letters, and cool, and click, and then now you need to move this down a little bit closer to where it is supposed to be at the bottom. Okay, it's like that. All right, this is already chosen, as you can see, the pink color. So press the shift button and then select the curve I just created, okay, the arc that I just created. Now both of them are selected, and you can tell from the color, pink color, where you're able to see. Move your cursor over uh, the text on a curve, function on the left. And of course, uh, it didn't work out in the first time. uh, so you click on above the curve and on the curve, below the curve, and I try some different options. Text on the other side. Okay, text on the other side option worked out better. Okay. Um, there are also text spacing. Text spacing, you could increase the text spacing, and I can see the text space, how it is affecting. Text spacing is affecting. There's a uh, sweet point that text spacing works better than, okay, like that. And I think you can move it up a little bit higher, not too much higher, but a little bit higher. I think this is better now. Okay, and close. All right, and click outside. And you can also delete if you're happy with the final product. You can also delete with the curve arc because you're not going to need it. Okay, unless you want to redo the text, obviously. Okay, and let's do the other text. Fairfax High School, Fairfax TSA. Um, let's use again. Click. Okay. There's an option, another option. Draw text within a vector box. Okay. And we're going to have to choose the font. And let's choose a. Hmm, there are quite a few fonts here. And I suggest you choose a technical bold or something uh, darker and easier to see. Okay. And we're going to just type, click on the bold, and simply let's type. Okay. When you do choose the text, okay, and I suggest you do just pick up a point first, okay, and so that you can see what's going on, and and then type the text and make sure that it's bold and it's center justified. Center justified is already selected, so let's go with the Fairfax. Fax. HS. Now Fairfax HS is coming, but we need to rotate this correctly. And also the size is too high. Change text height to 1, perhaps. Okay. And then locate it in the right place. And you know the rest now. Close. Select. Both. Arc and text. Pressing the shift button. And then cure text. Okay. All right. So good. And I suggest you to go with this and give it a try and adjust the text as it needed. This one needs to be moved up a little bit higher. Okay. And modify it as needed again. Hey, all right, thank you very much. And it up to this point, and I'm going to demonstrate the rest of it a little later. Thank you.